Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, the King of Odds, and in this video today, I'm going to show you how you can get to know the odds I used on previous tickets and how you can use that odd in creating my favorite 10 odd structure. Now, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, like and share my video so you don't miss out on future updates. And also, if you don't understand how to make predictions using match odds, you can go to my video on betting odds explained, my structure videos, to actually know what this platform is about and how you can actually make predictions without having to know much about making analysis. Now let's get started with this video. So I have my Twitter page, J the King of All, J Football Predictions, open, and I'll assume this for people who actually use Twitter in getting my previous tickets. While some of my previous tickets are on Telegram, this is my Telegram channel, J Football Predictions. So let's assume that you are using Twitter in getting my previous matches. Let's say I want to look for one of my 10 odd structures, my 10 odd ticket structures, and I want to know the odds that are on the matches for that ticket. I'll come over to Twitter. You can see different posts, replies, highlights, article, and media. So to make it faster or easier, you want to come to media to actually see the pictures that I have posted, because I posted these pictures when I played them, and when they won, I also posted the screenshots from the winning tickets. So you select media and it takes you to all the images that I've uploaded on Twitter. And I think I posted my 10 odd structures around 2024, which we can scroll down to actually see the 10 odds. You can be looking at the odds from these pictures. These are 4 odd tickets. You can do the same stuff I'm showing you here with the 4 odds as well, but I just wanted to use 10 odds as a reference. Maybe that is the structure you actually like. So keep on scrolling until you get to where you see any 10 odd tickets, 9 odd tickets, 11 odd tickets that I've created in the past. Now this is likely a 10 odd ticket, and this should be the ticket containing that. Yeah, this is a 12 odd ticket. You can see from this ticket the number of matches that are here. These are on Sportybet, so you can actually tell the odds, because I don't use Sportybet odds in making predictions. You can't tell the odds I use on these matches. You can see this 1.27, 1.28. These are Sportybet odds and not Bet365 odds, which for my videos, you already know I use Bet365 odds making prediction, and then I come over to play on any bookie that I have available. So you can see the number of matches on this ticket. Let's count 1, 2, Viking Go, 3, 4, Copan, Mets, 5, 6. So we only have 6 matches on this ticket to get us 12 odds. Just 6 matches on this ticket gets us 12 odds. Now, if we are going to know the odds I used for this ticket, the best way to go about this is looking for any of this game, maybe trying to figure out the year that I played this game, which was in 2024. Now, this is 2nd of June 2024, which is 2nd, 6th, 2024. Since you know I posted this ticket in 2024, you will see that here. Let's see. The post tells you I posted this on June 3rd, 2024. So this ticket was created on June 2nd, played on June 2nd, 2024. I posted it the next day after we won it, which is June 3rd, 2024. So you can trace the date I created this ticket and play this game just by looking at the post dates on Twitter. Now we know this is June 3rd, 2024. What we are going to look for now is search for any of this game. Let's say I want to know the odds I used for this particular game, Viking Go, Reykjavik with Fykel. I'm going to search for Viking Go versus Fykel. Fylkir, Fylkir, I think. Result or Soccer 24. Soccer 24. And then add 2nd June 2024. So if I select this and click enter, I get the score generated for this, which was 5-2. AI review telling me this was 5-2, which is the score we got here on our ticket in 2024. So they actually won this game. But what we are actually looking for is the odd for this particular game that I used for that 2 and 5-2 straight win result. So I'm going to select Soccer Way. Since they didn't give me the result for Soccer 24, I'm going to change this to Soccer Way because Soccer 24 has moved on to Soccer Way. So let's use Soccer Way instead. Maybe that will bring up the search results. So now Soccer Way comes up and we're going to look for Viking goal. Let's start with Viking goal since they're at home. We're going to go for Viking goal. So now that we have this, we know that this league is actually Faroe Island, and we're going to come down here to the Premier League in Faroe Island to actually search for this Viking goal. I think this game came from the Premier League. So we're going to go under this. These are the leagues in Faroe Island. Premier League 1 dead lead. We're going to go to Premier League and actually see the odd for this game when they played against the opponent Fike in 2024. So we're going to do this. Select this Premier League and come over to the archive section. So the archive here shows you all the leagues and who won the leagues for that season, all the league year and who won the league for that season. We're going to go over to 2024, which is this. Viking Go won the league. So we'll select Premier League 2024. And then you can now start scrolling down to look for second 2024. Click the wrong option. So show more instead. Select show more. Scroll down to where it's 2nd of June 2024. So June 24th. This is 2nd June 2024, and we can find Viking Go here, somewhere around here. Or if it's not this particular league, we might come over to let me search for Reykjavik if there is a different team that bears that name. I think there's a different team that actually bears this name, Reykjavik. So let's come over here and search for this since we used Iceland for this, Faroe Island for this. And it might actually be that it's this actual team that we are looking for and not the one from this particular league in Faroe Island. So now we have this. And we're going to come over to the first division, this Besta Deidi. This is now Iceland. Yeah, there's a team called Reykjavik in Iceland, and there's also a team that's called Viking Go Reykjavik. Viking Go Reykjavik in Faroe Island. So I guess that was where the mix-up was from. So let's look over to the archive the same way and come over to 2024. Breda Big won this league in 2024. So we're going to select this. Now this is the Viking Go Reykjavik we are looking for, not the previous one. Now when you do this, you want to scroll down and then start going down till you get to June 2024 2nd. June 2nd, 2024. Now June is the 6th month of the year. So we're looking at this date now. We are in 18th. And then we have 2nd. So you can see this Viking Go Reykjavik versus Fike. This is the game 5-2. Now let's see if we get the odd for this particular game that I actually used from Bet365 on here in Soccer Way. So this particular game, the option, the scoreline, the stats and all is now being displayed for this year, June 2nd, 2024. So we head over to odds on Soccer 24. If I select this, we see the list of odds available from different bookmakers, and unlucky for us, Bet365 odd is not here, so you cannot get this particular game. And I believe the reason why this is so is because this is a lower division league, one of those leagues that are not that important to Bet365 or to most websites to display their odds. But for other teams like let's say Metz Saint Etienne, this is from the French league, I think you can get a game like this and the odd that I was actually played for this particular game. So let's use Metz versus, let's say Metz versus Saint Etienne. Soccer Way 2024 June 2nd. So when I search this, we got 2-2 for this particular game. And then if I click on this, Soccer 24 gives us one match already that's actually with this particular teams, St. Etienne versus Met. But this is 2026, 18/09/2026. We want to look for the game that they're going to play 2024, that they played in 2024. So we're going to come to head-to-head. And because this did not come as that format we use for Viking Go, we can go to the head-to-head rather than go to the league selection to actually pick this. We can go to the head-to-head. Since these teams are currently in the same league and they played recently, you can use the head-to-head to trace back to 2024 to actually see the odds for this particular match. So 2nd 06 2024, this was the cup match. 2nd 06 2024, you can see this particular game. This is it, 2-2. That's what they played out. So we can select this after extra time. That was when the match ended. So after extra time, you can select this and then go to the odds section. This is the odds section. You can see the odds I used for this particular game, 3.252, that went up to 3.30, and that was what I used for this particular game. Now this structure, I will explain something about this structure to you that I actually use for this 10 odd. I usually pick 1.2 odds to win. I already know the meaning of 1.2 odds. I use 1.2 odds on my ticket. I pick out 1.3 odds, so it might be 1.3 odds from different. I have several 1.3 odds, so the best one I'll pick out for the day, and then I'll pick out one of those low scoring matches odds. I will put that on this particular ticket and create the same ticket, just the same ticket containing all these games. This is 1.5. I put one straight win of 1.5. I put one straight win of 1.8 odd. I think this might be 1.6 odd. Sometimes I use 1.6 odd for this. They have 1.6 odd on my ebooks that you can know the meaning to if you get the ebook. I have 1.8 odd on my ebook that you can know the meaning to if you get the ebook. But this might be either 1.6 or 1.8. Maybe the odd increased over here because of this bookie. But I'm thinking it's actually 1.6, but not 1.8. One of the 1.6 odd I actually used for this. So if I pick all these games just as it is, so I have one straight win of 1.5, one straight win of 1.8. This particular over 2.5 of 3 plus odds for the draw odds, and then 1.3 odds, 1.2 odds, the best. I just pick the best for the day. I create the same ticket and then play only this on that new ticket as under 2.5. The reason why is because I believe these games are going to win already. All these other games are going to win, and this might be the tricky game on this ticket. So if this does not play out as over 2.5, the version of it that plays out as under 2.5 gets to win. And then with everything else here winning, I also get 12 odds. So when you do this, you are getting 12 odd tickets and a second 12 odd ticket. So one of those 12 odd tickets is definitely going to win as long as you've gotten everything right with the rest games, with the other games on this ticket. So this is the only game that is determining which of the ticket is going to win. It's either going to be the one with over 2.5 goals or the one with under 2.5 goals. So that is the structure that I'll be using to win in 2024 that gave me consistent results. So you want to know this structure. I'm using this video as an opportunity to share this structure with you. So if you know how to do this on Twitter, you can also do the same thing on my Telegram channel. When you go to the media and then look for the games that are available that I've put here from the past, that you can actually analyze and see their match odds. There are a lot of tickets that I've played here that have match odds you can find on Bet365 on Soccerway. So this particular one just happened not to have some of the matches because they are from lower leagues on Bet365, but you already know the odds I use. It's 1.2 odds, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, 1.6, and 1.8, and then one of these draw odds that I play in both of the tickets as over or under, because I know they have a tendency of playing draw. So it's either going to be 2-2 draw, 2-1 draw, but I know it's going to be a tight game. So if they don't give a lot of goals, they're going to give us lesser goals. And this particular odd, the advantage I get with this is that this particular odd turns out to be something around 2 odd or something close, 1.8 to up to 2 odds. And when you put that on a ticket like this, it boosts your ticket straight up to 10 odd or more. And if you remove a game like this from the ticket, the rest games on it can give you 5 odd on its own, can give you 4 odd on its own. That's a good structure without having to do this. But whenever I need a 2 odd, 10 odd structure, this is what I do. I just put in this particular mix and then I get my 10 order, I can win from either the under or the over version of it. So that is it for this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notification, like and share my videos so you don't miss out on future updates. And also, my membership is on WhatsApp. I have a 2-odd max bet membership for ice takers, and I have a 4-odd membership for those who just want to win on regular basis. So those membership, you can hit me up on WhatsApp, the number in the pinned comment. You can also get my ebook to understand match odds and to learn some more match odds. Hit me up with the number in the pinned comment. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.